Hello friends, I welcome you all to this channel called The Supreme Concept, and in this video we will be doing English mock test on 25 questions, and these mock test will be helpful for your upcoming exams like SSC, CHSL, CGL, MTS and other SSC examinations. And this is our 23rd day, and if you haven't watched the previous tutorials, just check them out in our playlist named SSC Special English Mock Test. Alright, so let us begin. Before starting this session, I request you all, those who are watching this video uh, right now, just bring a piece of paper and a pen with you and start solving all these questions on your own. Alright, and I will be telling you each question's exact answer with the proper explanations, and don't forget to post your final score when this video is over. Alright, yeah, so let us get started with our first question, and this question is based on error correction, and the question is: the laborers relax between 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Now find out where the error lies and mark your answer. Yes, you are correct. Error lies in part C. C. Uh, between is followed by and, not by to. Okay. So between and is the pair. Between. Okay. Between and is the pair here. So instead of to, we will use and here. Right. Yeah. So option number C is correct here. These sort of men attain success by hook or by crook, so they do not deserve any applause. Now mark your answer out of these four options. Yes, you are right. Error lies in part A. She. These shows that this is plural, so these will take sorts of. Okay, sorts of. Not sort, it should be sort. S-O-R-T-S. Sorts, okay. Yeah. He told to me that the sun is a star. Now find out your correct answer. Yes, option number A is correct here. Right? So see, to doesn't come with tell or told. Okay. So we will simply say he told me. Okay. Told me that the sun is a star. Right? So we need to remove to here. Not told. Yeah. Question number 4. I refused to accompany him because he was so boring. Now find out where the error lies. Yes, option number C is correct here. C. I refused to accompany him because he was so boring. Instead of so boring, we will say very boring. So boring sounds grammatically correct, but actually it is not. Alright, so we will use very boring. Yeah. Question number 5. Along the northern frontier of India is seen the beautiful and mighty Himalayas. Now find out where the error lies. Yes, option number B is correct here. Error lies in part B of this sentence. She. Here we will use plural verb format, that is a plural helping verb. Instead of is, we will use are. Why so? Because we are not using is for India. We are using this for Himalayas. So Himalayas is plural in form. So we will use are. Alright. So yeah, are seen must be used here. So let us move. Question number 6. The decline of his moral values has caused a lot of pain to his parents. Now find out where the error lies. Yes, error lies in part A. See, decline is followed by in, not by of. Alright, so instead of we will use in here. The decline in moral values has caused a lot of pain to his parents. Decline in something means no, lacking in something, decrease in something. Alright, yeah, so let us move. Now it's the antonym part. We need to find out antonym of the word niggard, and these are the four options: avaricious, extravagant, generous, miserly. Now pick out your answer. Yes, option number C is correct here, generous, because niggard means mean or miserly, or you can say unwilling to you know to be generous with money. All right, let's say unwilling to generous with money, or we can say unwilling to give money. Okay, miser you can say. All right, and then generous means somebody who is willing to give freely. Generous, giving, or we can say willing to give money freely, help to help somebody, or we can say generous means lavish. Yeah, happy to give money, more money, or help to others, those who need. All right, and then so another word is avaricious. See, avaricious means greedy for money. It means greedy, for money. So avaricious means greedy for money, or you can say possessions, right? And miserly means stingy person, or parsimonious. Stingy, parsimonious. Parsimonious, reluctant to part with money. Yeah, miser. Antonym of the word equalate. Now these are the four options: permeate, blame, reticent, decorate. Now find out your answer. Yes, blame is the correct answer here. She. Ecolate means an expression of rage. Yeah, an expression. Expression of rage. Therefore, antonym would be blame. To blame somebody. Opposite of rage. Then we have what? Permeate. See, permeate means to pass through. To pass through. To pass through, or we can say to penetrate. To pass through or penetrate. Right. Then we have reticent. See, reticent. Reticent means one who is reticent actually doesn't tell people about things. He often hides things from being public, right? Or we can say not wanting. Not okay. You can say simply say do not want to tell people about things. All right, and then we have decorate. Decorate, we all know decorate means to design something, or we can say to adorn or beautify. Yeah, right. Yes, so our correct answer to this question was blame, option number B. So let us move. Question number 9, antonym of worry. Now these are the four options: rush, and conscientious, and then daring and thrifty. Yeah, option number A is correct here, rush, because worry means showing caution about possible dangers or problems. Let me write it for you, showing caution about possible dangers or problems. All right. And rush means uh, it means to be impulsive, hasty or reckless, very careless, right? See, uh, impulsive. Impulsive means again means careless. Yeah, hasty. Hasty means to do something in hurry, and in case of hasty, we are not actually careful about the things that we are doing that time, right? So hasty, impulsive, and we can say reckless. RECKLESS. All right. So these words can be the synonym of rush, and it's the antonym of the word worry, right? And then we have conscientious. All right, and it means meticulous, meticulous, meticulous. That means very careful, careful. All right. And then daring means heroic or epic, heroic or epic. Then we have thrifty. Thrifty means mm, yeah, economical, to be prudent in something, to be wise, prudent, which again means wise. And then economical, we can say economical. Or being thrifty means being wise in something, or being careful of your money or how you spent it, right? Yes. So let me recapitulate. See, rush means impulsive, hasty, or reckless, and conscientious means meticulous, to be very careful. All right. Daring means heroic, epic, or you can say brave, bold, audacious, adventurous. Okay. All these words will be the synonym of daring. And then thrifty means prudent or economical. All right. And then yeah, our correct answer to this question was rush, the which is the antonym of worry. All right, so let us move. Question number 10. From this we will be dealing with some idioms. All right, so a man of straw. Now find out what's the exact meaning of this idiom, a man of straw. This is the this is a common idiom. Now pick out what's the exact meaning of this idiom. Yes, option number A is correct here. A weak man without substance, or we can say an ordinary man, alright, a common man is a man of straw, alright. Yes, so let us move. To carry the day. Now find out the meaning of this idiom. Yes, to win a victory. To carry the day means to win a victory, or to win a contest, or competition, all right, succeed or gain victory, all right. So yeah, to carry the day means to win a victory or to win a competition. Turn turtle. Now find out the meaning of this idiom, turn turtle. Slow like a turtle, turn like a turtle, overturn, a game turtles play, right? Now these are the four options. Now find out your exact answer. Yes, option number C is correct here, overturn. See, overturn means to turn upside down. See, turn upside down. Alright, to turn upside down means overturn. Question number 13. Grease the palm. Find out your answer. Yes, you're right. Bribe is the correct answer here. Grease the palm means bribe. Again, see here, grease actually means lubricate. Lubricate or oil. So to lubricate or oil the palm means to take bribe from somebody, right? Yeah, or you can say to bribe someone. Yes. So option number D is the correct answer here. Act of mercy killing. This is based on one word substitution. Now find out your correct answer out of these four options. Yes, option number B is correct here. Euthanasia. All right. Euthanasia means act of mercy killing, which means the practice of intentionally ending a life. No, the practice. Intentionally killing, or we can say ending a life, because if somebody is suffering from any disease that cannot be cured, then that person might want to kill himself, right, intentionally. So that case is known as euthanasia, right? Yeah, then we have suicide, killing of oneself, but that is a different case. All right, and then immolation. See, IMMOLATION. Immolation means killed or offered as a sacrifice. Say killed or offered, offered as a sacrifice. All right. Then the fourth word is uh, asphyxiation. All right, asphyxiation. So it means uh, suffocation. Yeah, choking, choking, or we can say suffocation. See, our answer was option number B. So let us move. Action that is likely to make people very angry. And these are the four options: inflationary, and inflammable, commensurable, and then inflammatory. Yeah, option number D is correct here. Inflammatory. Inflammatory means you can say provocation. Yeah, provocation. This is the action that is likely to make people very angry, to incite someone, all right, to agitate, to make people angry. Yeah, and then we have you know inflationary. Inflationary means this is related to inflation. Inflation. This is an economical term, all right. Inflation again means tending to cause monetary inflation, or we can say see where the price rises and purchasing power falls. That case is called inflation, and inflationary is something which tends to cause monetary inflation, right? Tend, sorry, 1 second. Tending to cause monetary inflation. monetary inflation. And this inflation means, this inflation exists in market when the price, when the price rises and the purchasing power falls. In that case, inflation rises. It is called inflation is going on in our market. All right, and then we have another word that is inflammable. See, inflammable, which means, mm, able to burn, or we can say which burns easily. Yeah. See, inflammable, and another word is that flammable. Inflammable, flammable. See, inflammable and flammable are synonyms. All right, and these both means, uh, combustible, or we can say, able to burn. See, able able to burn, or we can say that burns easily. Right, even though they look like opposite. You can see here, flammable and inflammable looks like opposites, but they are actually synonyms. Both flammable and inflammable means exactly the same thing, that is, which burns easily, combustible. All right, but its opposite will be, not flammable, or you can say fireproof. All right, see, opposite will be fireproof, or yeah, we can say non-flammable. All right, so, and the third word is commensurable. See, third word is commensurable, and which is, proportional, or we can say measurable by a common standard. Let me write it for you. Commensurable means measurable, measurable by a common standard, or we can say proportionate or proportional. Right, proportional or proportionate. So let us move. Which cannot be believed. Now find out what's the exact one word substitution of this phrase that cannot be believed. These are the four options: awesome, incredible, credible, ineffective. Yes, you're right. Incredible is the correct answer here. Alright, that which cannot be believed is incredible. That is unbelievable. Yeah, option number B is correct here. Said to him, when did your school close? Now this question is based on direct and indirect speech. Now you can give it a pause and mark your answer. Alright. Yes, option number D is correct here. You are absolutely correct. I asked him when his school had closed. She said to generally converts into asked. Alright. So we got said to converted into asked. Then from said to, we came to know that the reported speech is in past. So sorry, reported verb is in past, and also the reported speech is also in simple past. Right. Simple past. And it will convert into perfect past perfect in direct speech, sorry, indirect speech. All right, indirect speech. So here we used had closed instead of, did. Yeah, so option number D is correct here. Question number 18. She said Satish sang. Now find out your answer. This is also based on direct and indirect speech. Yes, option number A is correct here. She said that Satish had sung, yeah, a song or something. So, she, from said, we got to know that the reported speech tense will be changed. Okay, So Satish sang is framed in past, so it will be converted into past perfect, unlike the previous question. So we will say she said that Satish had sung. Alright, yeah. So option number A is correct here. Question number 19. Synonym of Breaks. Bregs, breaks. Alright, and these are the options. Now find out your correct answer. Yes, option number C is correct here. Debris. So see, break means leftover, leftover, or last or useless part of something, right? Last or useless part of something is, you can say, left over. Okay, in single word. And debris, it also means the same, remaining or see, remaining, remaining ruins of a structure, right? Or you can say, yeah, it's a leftover also, right? Debris. So debris and dregs are synonym to each other. Then we have cream. We all know what cream is. Then power, and then the fourth word is accoutrements. All right, accoutrements, or we can simply pronounce it as accoutrements. Right. See, its meaning is additional items needed with a dress or equipment, or we can say accessories. This is RIES, right? Accessories, or you can say additional. Let me write it for you. Additional items needed with a dress or any equipment. All right. So let us move. Question number 20. Synonym of the word predilection. Now these are the four options: favor, whim, prejudice, and then preference. Yes, option number D is correct here, preference, because predilection means in, yeah, in favor of something, right? Predilection, or you can say a strong liking, a strong liking, or we can say fondness or fondness. We have already discussed this word predilection, all right, in our previous tutorials. And then preference means first choice or liking, right? Yeah. And favor, it means support. We often ask using this favor word, like, could you do me a favor please, right? Like this. So that way we are asking the other person's support in something, all right? So favor means support. Then we have prejudice means to have inclination, or you can say partiality. Yeah, partiality or inclination. See, and then we have whim. See, whim means notion, or you can say urge. Urge or notion. Notion means desire. Desire, especially a sudden wish to do or to have something, especially when it is unusual or unnecessary. All right. And yeah, prejudice means inclination or partiality. Synonym of the word effigy. Now these are the four options: dummy, imagery, and reflection, organ. Yes, dummy is the correct answer here, because effigy means a representative of something, or you can say no representation, yeah, of something, especially in the form of sculpture or statue. You can say statue or sculpture. Right. So hence dummy is the correct answer here. Dummy. Then we have organ. Organ means body part. Body part. Then reflection. Reflection means mirror image, or it is related to physics. Sorry, I beg your pardon. It's MARROR. All right. Mirror image. All right. And then we have imagery, which means actually means to use figurative language to represent object or actions and ideas in such a way that it appeals to our physical senses. All right. It is imagery. All right. So in simple words, we can say associate. If you want to note down this word, then just write it as associated with, associated with mental picture, no or you can say related to image, or we can say related to. All right. Yeah, so dummy was our answer. Synonym of the word devout, and these are the four options: solemn, loyal, dedicated, pious. Yes, option number D is correct here. Pious. No, devout means deeply religious. Deeply religious. RELIGIOUS. All right. Deeply religious, or we can say, or pious. So pious is the correct answer here. It's the synonym of devout, right? And then we have dedicated. Dedicated means devoted. Devoted to something. All right. Then loyal. Loyal means trusty. Trusty, or we can say faithful. Yeah. All right. Faithful. And then solemn. Solemn means sincere. So these were the meanings. Do one thing: always note down those words that you don't know properly. So yeah, this will help you immensely, I can tell you that. So don't just neglect these things. If you're just casually watching this video, then it's okay, but my opinion to you is you just note down all these meanings that you don't know earlier. Okay, so yeah, and the correct answer to this question was yes. They will help us with money. This question is based on active and passive voice. Just give it a pause and mark your answer. Yes, option number A is correct here. We will be helped by them with money, right? So yeah, subject plus shall or will plus v1 plus object. If the active voice is in this pattern, then its passive format will follow: subject plus shall or will plus object, no sorry, plus b, then plus b3, right, then plus by, then object. All right. So by this format, this structure, we simply go for option number A. There is no such options unlike option number A. We saw her singing at her work. Now give it a pause and mark your answer. Yes, you are correct. Option number D is correct here. She was seen singing at her work. She, and in active voice, saw her singing at her work. Means we saw shows that this is in past, simple past. So simple past will carry the structure, you know um, subject plus was or were plus verb, was or were plus v3, right? Then objects plus other words, right? So see, here the subject is her, right? The object of the active sentence will become the subject of passive. So she was in singing at her work is the correct answer here. Find the correctly spelled word out of these four options. Yes, option number C is correct here. Almighty, which means great, great or enormous. We often say Almighty God, right? Then almanac, it should be spelled as ALMANAC. Almanac. Almanac is basically an annual publication listing a lot of things or events that is upcoming, right? So almanac can be treated as a yearbook, or we can say calendar, right? And allowance means paying money or other supplies for free to somebody who is in need, right? Or we can say allocation. Allocation, allocation, or we can say allotment, 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 right? Allotment or allocation is allowance. And then alliteration, it should be spelled as CCC. Here allowance spelling was incorrect. The correct spelling is ALLOWANCE, allowance, right? This is the correct spelling, and its meaning is allocation. And then alliteration, this one, its spelling is also incorrect. It should be spelled as see A LLITERATION, alliteration, which means words that begin with the same sound, right, are placed together. Words BEGIN begin with the same sound. Placed together. Right? For an example, we can say, go and gather the green leaves on the grass. Here, as you can see, the consonant G is repeatedly occurring in the sentence. Go and gather the green leaves on the ground. Right? So this is an example of alliteration. So our correct answer to this question was option number C, which was correctly spelled, and it is almighty. Thank you so much, and that was it for today's lesson, guys. Now post your final score in the comment section below, and if you are scoring 20 to 25 number of questions correctly, then your condition is far better than others. You are performing really great, your performance is treated as excellent. And if you are somebody who is scoring only 20 number of questions or in between 15 to 20 number of questions, then your condition is also good. But if you manage to score only 15 number of questions or below that, then your condition is not that good. All right, you need to practice more and more, and you need to learn concepts, especially try to learn some useful vocabs that are most frequently asked in our examinations, and also learn some useful grammars, grammar rules, and be regular. And if you are new to this channel, then don't forget to subscribe us, and hit that bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And don't forget to like this video if it helped you in any ways. All right, and thanks for joining today. Right, bye bye, see you in our next session.